All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1019, Canada case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Canada. All right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm seeking child support and back pay from this man.
Okay, just straightforward. That's what I like. Just get right into it. How old is the child?
The child is now 3 years old.
3 years old.
And I have not received any child support.
In 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Strap in. Today we step inside a tense courtroom drama that has everyone talking. At the center of this storm is a high-profile case in Canada, where a woman known as Miss Canada is demanding child support and unpaid funds for her 3-year-old child. The twist? The man she's targeting as a father firmly denies being the biological parent. He is challenging the claim, casting doubt over the entire paternity question as the judge calls the session to order. Miss Canada wastes no time making her position crystal clear. She says she hasn't received a single cent in support for 3 years. The atmosphere inside the courtroom is thick with tension, every word carrying weight. Both sides bring their own stories, each insisting they hold the truth, turning the scene into a high-stakes clash with emotions flaring and reputations on the line. This case has become far more than a legal matter. It's a battle for justice, truth, and closure. All eyes now turn to the judge, who must carefully untangle the claims and deliver a ruling that could change lives. How will this intense dispute play out? Let's dig deeper and break it all down.
All right. Sir, is there a reason you haven't given her any child support in the past 3 years?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
What is that?
We've been discussing the paternity obligations.
Okay.
Under the circumstances, I don't think I was the only person having a fling with Rocky at the time that she and I had that time together. And,
Excuse me? Are you implying something?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I understand that you may have been seeing some other people in addition to me. And the reason that I haven't provided
well, those are rumors.
I understand
First of
that.
all.
I understand that.
Second
But
of
you
all.
haven't complied with my request for DNA test either, and that's my key. Is that if I have an obligation, I like to make sure it is my obligation and not the obligation of some other father.
Well, maybe you should have been obligated to your wife whenever you were having an affair with me.
You're right about that. And honest
So
truth is
you are
that,
admitting that you're married?
yes.
Okay.
And I've told her. I've told her that we had this fling.
You didn't
told
tell
your
me you
wife
were
that?
married until after.
That's correct. That's correct. I did not tell you.
I'm sorry, I won't disrupt you guys anymore. Go ahead.
So, from my perspective, Your Honor, I certainly understand the situation. I'm not trying to be hard-hearted, so to speak, about this, but I think that there's some other questions that need to be answered before we agree on paying any kind of support, because at this point, we haven't confirmed whose child this is.
Miss Canada takes a stand with determination, making her purpose clear from the start. She's here to demand financial support for her 3-year-old child, a child whose father, she claims, has never stepped forward to acknowledge him. She drops a key detail that adds weight to her case. He has been avoiding a DNA test at every turn, dodging every opportunity to prove or disprove paternity. Her voice carries a mixture of frustration and resolve as she recounts countless attempts to get him to take responsibility. She insists it's not just about money, it's about her child's future and the accountability that comes with parenthood. The alleged father, however, refuses to yield. While admitting to an affair with Miss Canada, he stops short of accepting that he is the only possible father. His stance shifts the focus of the courtroom, highlighting the tangled nature of paternity disputes, where emotions, personal grievances, and legal fact collide. This moment captures the very heart of such cases, the battle between hard evidence and conflicting claims, and the challenge of finding truth when cooperation is absent. The tension is thick, and the stakes are only rising.
Okay. Well, I definitely have some questions too, but I don't think they have anything to do with child support. It's more about you guys' backstory, but that has nothing to do with me. However, has this man taken a DNA test at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did he sign anything at the hospital?
No, he wasn't
acknowledging that he was the father? Okay. So he does have a valid point. before we can actually place him on child support, he either has to accept parentage, which, according to what I'm hearing, you're really not accepting it.
He's in denial about his affair and doesn't want his wife to find out.
My wife knows.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
right.
knows now.
He's lying.
You told her?
I would have heard from her by now. I work with him, ma'am.
Oh. At the welding place?
I'm a receptionist there.
Receptionist there, I'm a manager.
That's how we met.
You're her direct manager. Oh, okay. Ooh, wasn't expecting that much tea this morning. So, yeah, he's entitled to a DNA test.
Sure.
Okay, so before we can move forward with anything in terms of child support, looking at your financial documents you provided, he first needs to get a DNA test. So what I can do is you guys go and get the DNA test, then you can come back at a later date.
Finally, the alleged father is given his chance to address the court. Calm but firm, he makes it clear he is not completely opposed to providing child support, but insists he needs solid proof before committing financially. He admits to the affair with Miss Canada, yet raises doubts by suggesting she may have had other partners during that time. This claim casts uncertainty over whether he is truly the biological father. His statement stays a mix of reactions in the courtroom. Some see it as a fair and cautious request, while others view it as a delay tactic designed to avoid responsibility. The atmosphere grows more charged as emotions flare on both sides. The judge steps in decisively, cutting through the tension and setting a clear rule. Paternity must be confirmed before any financial obligations can be enforced. This pivotal moment underlines a core truth in such disputes. DNA testing is the ultimate proof. Without it, there is no legal foundation for child support. Now, the entire case rests on one undeniable fact: the results of the paternity test. This single piece of evidence will determine the path forward and shape the outcome of this courtroom battle.
If he's not the father, you are more than welcome to bring back as many people as necessary. I'm not implying by any means that what he's saying is true.
Right, he's
but if
definitely
he's
the
not
father.
the father, you can bring back as many people as necessary to get DNA testing, and we actually find the father and place him on child support.
Well, I know who it is, so that's not necessary, but thank you.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Your Honor, can we get your assistance in having this thing compelled so that we can get this DNA testing done expeditiously?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it will be done through the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
Because they are actually on site in the courtroom, and it will be in the courthouse rather. And it will be much easier and free to you all to go ahead and use their resource. Okay? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Rocky,
You're welcome.
if I have obligations here, I'll stand behind them.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
With both sides presenting their arguments, the judge steps forward with a decisive ruling. She declares that the case's resolution hinges entirely on one thing: a DNA test. The judge makes it crystal clear: the alleged father must either accept paternity voluntarily or undergo the testing without delay. No more speculation. No more stalling. Miss Canada accepts the decision without hesitation, a sign that resolution may finally be within reach. To ensure fairness and speed, the judge directs that the DNA test be arranged through the Attorney General's office, making it free of charge and fast-tracked. This ruling does more than move the case forward. It reinforces the essential role of the legal system in balancing parental rights with a child's right to proper support. In her closing remarks, Judge Werby emphasizes a core principle behind the decision: paternity must be confirmed before child support can be enforced. Whether through a DNA test or formal acknowledgement, proof is a foundation. Without it, no legal obligation can be imposed. This case stands as a clear example of how the law handles paternity disputes, ensuring that children receive what they deserve while protecting individuals from unjust claims. Now, with the test ordered, all that remains is for science to speak. Because, in the end, DNA does not lie. The truth will soon be revealed, and justice will follow.